What's going on? It's Afro Think Tank. So Charleston White got in a little scuffle in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina. We're basically, North Carolina, where basically everybody from DC is from, for real. But Charleston White gets in another scuffle. This time, a man in a wheelchair, a woman, and once again he was talking about somebody's kids and doing all manners of ridiculousness that is not comedy, right? And once again, people get outraged at his shows. They paid to go to his show, right? They paid to go to his show, right? They supported him, right? Even though he has shown in the past that he's somebody we shouldn't support, yet we still have people supporting him. And at the end of the day, we can't keep blaming Charleston White for his ascension, right? We can't keep blaming Charleston White every time, he does these things, because we keep propping him up. Why do we prop up people like Charleston White? Do you feel like he's a truth teller? Right? Because I can see, in some cases he does say a lot of truth. The devil says a lot of truth, don't it? The devil actually doesn't really do too much lying. The devil tells the truth all the time, right? And we have this demon, Charleston White, who pretends like he cares, right? And he pretends like he's playing some sort of reverse psychology or whatnot. And he pretends like he's attacking just the hip hop community. And that's where his rage is being directed. To be quite honest, them all excuses. Charleston White is a white supremacist wrapped in hip hop wrapping paper. Charleston White is a sellout, a charlatan. All right, he's an agent. Right, just because he can be funny sometimes, but quite honestly, I don't think he meets the standard of a stand-up comedian. He's not that funny. I'm funnier than Charleston White. I know I'm funnier than Charleston White. If I decided to be a comedian, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why people like Charleston White, here's the thing. The reason why people like Charleston White is the same reason why some people like me. Right? But the thing is, he's faking it while I'm doing it for real, right? And he's a shock jock, which you get more views when you're a shock jock. You say things like people's babies should be deleted. People gonna tend to, want you on their podcast so they can get you to say something, so they can get a come up off your name. See, Charleston White, he started out like a snake in the grass, pretending like he was some sort of brash revolutionary fighting against hip hop and the derogatory portions of hip hop on behalf of black people by being just as aggressive and derogatory as them. That's his excuse, right? While pretending like he cares for kids, pretending like he cares for the future or the upliftment of the black community, which in actuality, he promotes the very same things that those supposed rap artists that he hates does. He does the same thing. He wears the same useless jewels, the same useless gold wrapped around his neck to represent the economic change wrapped around black people. He goes and he drinks and he inebriates himself, and he does all these things to hide from reality, the same way a lot of black folks do, who don't see any way out. So they just, they distract themselves with chemicals and things like that, right? He talks trash just like 50 Cent, talking trash because he has no talent to do nothing else, right? So he just uses the trash talk and the shock value of that in order to continue to stay relevant. Charleston White should have been thrown away by the black community, but because the black community tends to like to keep around their clowns, here he goes again. Somebody booking him from some show that they shouldn't have booked him for, and now he's sitting in the room getting paid to disrespect black women, to disrespect daughters, to disrespect and put his hands on the homeless, and we're going to just give him a pass. But yet, you got all these social media commentators getting on other content creators who don't do half what Charleston White do. There's people who've been canceled for doing half of what Charleston White has done. Is it that the morality of the new generation of African Americans is so low that we view Charleston White as somebody we should follow, somebody we should listen, take advice to? I'm seeing is that there's a big trend of African Americans, especially those who are now coming into knowledge, being inundated with these scammers, these charlatans, these grifters, who are being paraded around as somebody with some sort of authority to where when they speak, their words are supposed to mean something, right? But they all end up being clowns. Look at the people that have the biggest YouTube presence, that have the most subscribers. Look at the people that go on everybody's podcast, that get the most airtime, that Fox News likes to call up and put them on their news networks. All of these guys are professional coonarians. All of these guys are professional sellouts. And some reason, black folks who are much more intelligent than what a lot of us are displaying right now, we are looking at these guys as leaders while trying to say they're not leaders. But yet everything they do, we follow behind. Every word they say, we start to repeat. Every ideology that they have is starting conversations, useless conversations that we should have been moved on past by now. We're still having conversations that we've been having since the 50s and 60s. We're still repeating and regurgitating the same self-deprecating, community-deprecating language. And these people who get paid to talk trash about the black community in very eloquent ways, in different genres, in different tonal patterns, in different speech patterns, in different speeds. Some using hip-hop, some using politics, some using social issues like LGBT. They're using all kind of angles, but at the end of the day, they're talking shit about black people and getting paid. And they're not going against YouTube's community guidelines when they do that. Understand, for 5 years, black men who are weak have been calling black women bitches on YouTube and getting paid for it. For the last several years, we've had a xenophobic hate cult online getting traction, even though it's obvious that there's a xenophobic hate group meant to divide black people who are currently uniting. There's several worlds going on right now. There's a world where black people are uniting, getting more educated, empowering themselves, uniting with themselves, learning about their different African cultures, learning about their brothers and sisters, teaching their brothers and sisters about them, kumbayaing. And then there's another world where the weakest amongst us are fighting each other, dividing each other, highlighting the worst parts of our community, highlighting the worst people in our community who shouldn't represent us, putting people on the pedestals that shouldn't even be sitting next to us, that shouldn't be in the same room with us, shouldn't be considered in any actual serious conversation when it comes to anything that has to do with black people. Yet, we still highlight and promote these very shock jocks. Everybody does it. White people do it. Asian people do it within their communities. But that doesn't mean we should be doing it. I thought we were better than that. I thought we understood. I thought we was woke. We keep taking all these steps forward, but too many of us are taking these steps backwards. And we're infusing ignorance within our community in a time in which we should be taking full advantage of our black excellence and taking advantage of the chaos of our enemy and making steps to move forward even faster. So yeah. It's time to cancel Charleston White. We should be done with him. He should be a thing of the past. He shouldn't be getting paid to go on nobody's podcast. You shouldn't be spending your hard-earned money to go see him disrespect you, to go see him disrespect your mother, to go see him disrespect your black boys, to go see him disrespect all of you, and then have some white person pay him, or have some other coonarian black person pay him to do that. Don't make sense. We need to have more respect for ourselves. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comment sections. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Okay, so it looks like Charleston White just got into it with the entire audience at his recent comedy show in North Carolina. It started with Charleston White going back and forth with just a few people. Then he said things that offended the whole crowd, up until the point where several audience members rushed the stage.
I'm 88 too. I'm break the Hold on, George.
I got 2 kids by 1 woman who I'm married to. 2 kids by 1 woman. My daughter graduated at 15 years old. My son graduated. I don't want to hear shit from a bitch that got multiple baby daddy. Punk ass bitch.
Keep the same energy as you on water on my neck. I went scuba diving. Listening to fucking everybody, put the coochie on them kamikaze thoughts, but the doors are suicidal. They find me that your bitch is why you ain't got that size and don't got the same check when I flex. My niggas back up with my jury of the blind niggas, I'm different. If we hoopin', shit get stupid as you high, nigga. Pull up out a nigga school in Caliban, nigga, shooters in the cut with the shy glisten.
when they hit you with that, it's not stealing, it's lost and found. But boy, if I just get my hands on this money and they whoop me and I knock out with the money, say y'all, Charleston White still undefeated again. The internet cannot, they were trying to record and get clout. Charleston White still undefeated again. He riding home with the back end money without a mark or a blemish on him. Once again, I'm undefeated, internet. Crockett, Texas. Thank y'all. The next show really gonna sell out. A bitch ass nigga in the next town. You hoe ass nigga, people paid all that goddamn money. I'm talking about it was a sold out crowd, y'all. And these hoe ass nigga cut this money short. I told you nigga, I don't give a damn what y'all do. I done got paid already. It's called front end and back end. Now if y'all wanna disrupt the show and misbehave the crowd like niggas do, go right ahead. I bet I make it to the car safely, cause I came to get it and I'm gonna leave with it.
Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, violence, 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 coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, violence, 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 violence.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.